Kids of all ages love integrating some type of craft project or hands-on learning when they are learning about different topics in science. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a really fun and easy butterfly life cycle craft with your kids. All right, so for this craft, there are a few different supplies you're gonna need, and all of these are flexible. You can modify this to fit your needs and to fit the stuff that you have available to you. I'm gonna use an egg carton. That's gonna be for the caterpillar. You could use a paper towel roll. Let your kids get creative, see what they can come up with. But for me right now, I'm gonna show you how to do this using an egg carton. You're also gonna need some type of clip. So I have these wooden clothespins. Those are going to be used to hold the body of the butterfly. We have a leaf, some cardstock, a twig. That's going to be the caterpillar's antennas, and also the stick for where the chrysalis will be. I went outside on a nature hunt. This would be super fun to do with your kids in preparation for this project, and find these supplies. Let them pick out the different sticks or different type of things to use for an antenna. Let them pick out the chrysalis. So I found a closed pine cone, but maybe they can find something else they would like to use. That would be great. And I did collect a leaf. Now we do have milkweed growing, and there's actually some monarch butterfly caterpillars on them right now. But milkweed, the sap can be irritating, so I did not pick that. I just chose a different leaf from like a tree growing outside to use instead. You're gonna want a hole punch, some scissors, and some glue if you'd like to make this more of a permanent creation. All right, so let's get started. All right, so I'm gonna have my leaf, and typically butterflies do lay eggs on leaves, so I'm going to take and I'm gonna make some eggs out of my hole punch. Now this one has the collector on it, so I'm just gonna go ahead. This is super fun for kids. They love using hole punches. Use some scrap paper. I am using watercolor paper. It's a little bit thicker, but you can use whatever you have on hand. And then we're gonna dump that out. So we have that available. And now you can simply just lay these on the leaves and call it a day. You don't have to glue them down, but if you want to actually make it permanent, you can use some glue. Take these off. Put some dots of glue on here. This is fun for kids to do. A little goes a long way, as you know. And just be careful not to get glue everywhere. That's it, and we're gonna let that dry. All right, the next stage is we're gonna go through, and once that hatches, they turn into a lovely caterpillar. So this is the larva stage. So I'm just gonna go through and cut. Again, use kid-safe scissors if you're doing this with kids, but I'm gonna go through and I'm just gonna cut this, and I'm gonna make it into my caterpillar. If you have multiple kids, you could obviously cut this so they each get their own. Go through. Now I'm kind of keeping this natural themed with like earthy elements, but you could obviously take this and make this super colorful, which kids also love. I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. Now what might be fun is to actually take some of those hole punches and make it some little eyes. You do not need to do that. You could also use some little googly eyes, which would be cute. So I'm just gonna add these on here with some glue. Again, googly eyes would be cute. You can do a little smiley face. Let kids get creative. They might want to paint this whole thing or color it with crayons. And now what you're going to do is, you can use a pipe cleaner for the antenna. You can make no antenna, but I'm going to go through and I'm going to break this stick. And then I'm going to poke it through so it's got kind of these oversized antennas. I think that looks super cute. Probably should have done this before I did the glue. Let's just poke this through here, just like that. And it should kind of hold up on its own. So our leaf with the egg stage is drying. And now we have our super cute little caterpillar. Now you could add some little legs. There are so many different things you can do with this if you want to really get into this with your children. You could pick out different size sticks to make the little legs. You could use little pipe cleaners. You could just color them on, totally up to you. So these are our 2 stages so far. Then we're going to make our adult butterfly. So this is really easy. We need one of these clips. So I'm gonna take some paper. You don't need a lot. And I'm actually just gonna rip it. I like the look of it kind of having the ripped edge versus just being cut with scissors. I'm gonna rip that. This would be really fun for kids to do on their own. All ages of kids can benefit from kind of some ripping and cutting. Now we're gonna just fold this kind of accordion style. Now this one's gonna make kind of a small butterfly, but you could use a larger piece of paper and it would make a butterfly of a bigger size, obviously. It'd be fun to make all different types of sizes. You could also paint this if you wanted. So many different options. I'm just gonna go through here and fold this to kind of make that accordion style. And now I'm gonna go through, you can kind of fluff it up a little bit. You see how it's got those kind of ripped edges? Makes it look a little fun. And we're just going to clip it inside. You can play around with it to make it look a little bit more even. That's about it. So that is our butterfly stage. Now again, if you wanted to add some of those little pipe cleaners on there, that would be really cute. All of our stages created, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of lay it out in that circle to show the life cycle. Again, there are some resources on the blog. I'll link them below if you were looking for some worksheets or different sorting cards to go along with this. The sorting cards would be really fun for young learners, like think toddlers, preschool, really early elementary. It has the name of the different stages. You could cut that out and they could lay out the different card to go along with the stages. That'd be really fun. Don't have to do that, it's totally up to you. They could even hand write the different stages on a piece of paper or index card and lay them out to show the different life cycle. And that's about it. Super simple and easy. I think it would be really fun for kids of all ages if you're learning about butterflies to incorporate some type of hands-on craft activity. Thank you again for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.